What's it worth?
Gonna give you like 200 cred.
Wait, what's
That's it.
Scum's first pirate haul worth? Give us.
That's right. This is a monumental moment right
Yeah,
here.
this is history. Hit us with the number.
If I can't make it in 12 parsecs.
Oh, dude. Fuck if you can't do it in 12 parsecs, so.
Every
Oh,
ship
man.
could do it in 12 parsecs.
Wait, it's hyperdrive or hyper. It's quantum drive
Right.
is supposed to be pretty fast, but it's sub. It's CNC is supposed to be terrible.
Crossing Penguin Minion.
So, Lahar, we're gonna get here, and they're gonna be leaving, right?
It's coming back in on our 9.
Oh, we got a Ziglos coming in now too.
Shocker should be right in front of us.
Astros Mega is coming in.
He's down.
Where's down?
Yeah.
Alright, what's closest? Is it Andromeda? I see the Freelancer again. I'm looking down, so Copter can get some hits, keep them in front.
Jeez,
Nice.
he's fucking melted.
Got shit on. Alright, get that buddy to his left.
The fucking Connie at the same time.
That was nice.
He just came in like a fucking nebula just over.
Oh,
the
he's
mountain,
back.
just blow.
He's trying to come in.
Oh, you're dropping his shields.
He's coming in.
Oh, no, he's trying to focus shield cover.
I think he just tried to bounce off us.
No. We didn't think we did.
Something
He
blew
lost
up
an
there.
engine. He lost an engine. You were lighting up the ass too. Yep.
There
Yep,
he goes.
just got him.
Got him. Nice.
So it was the usual Saturday of blowing stuff up and shooting and just having fun. You know, this is really the time to be figuring these things out. What works, what doesn't work, and so that's what we were up to on Saturday again, having a lot of fun. And we kind of worked out a scheme where we were going to blow up our own hammerhead on the ground after everyone had gotten out of it, and then we were just going to kind of do a last man standing thing inside of Jumptown and just wait for people to come, obviously, who would be very incensed at what we had done and try to dig us out of there. Figured that was going to be a pretty fun game plan for the day. What we didn't notice was that, or didn't notice immediately, was that one of the ships that we had blown up had left its cargo behind. Now, a while ago in 3.1, this was actually something that happened in the PU whenever you destroyed the pirate caterpillar. It would spawn a whole bunch of crates into space and you could pick them up. Some of them could be sold, some of them couldn't. The downside to that was that it killed the servers. It literally killed the servers because pirate caterpillars were being blown up and they were spawning all these crates. And whatever has changed to allow this between now and then, I guess they've resolved it, but all those crates were just kind of bogging the server down and eventually killing it. Whereas now it seems to be more functional, which kind of allows piracy to officially take place. This kind of puts it back into the game. Now, does this mean that we can do this, we can hunt down NPC cargo ships? No, because really NPC cargo ships aren't really here yet. We're not really at a point where this is something that, you know, whether you're a pirate or if you're a legitimate player, you know, on the legal side of the universe, you can kind of say, oh, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and I'm going to attack the pirate caterpillars and take their illegal cargo or what, you know, seize it and then return it to the authorities for a reward or reputation gain. You know, none of that is really in place yet, but it allows the beginnings of it to be seen and to be explored. And I thought that was, it's kind of a cool touch, you know, to have something like this, even though it's obviously in a very basic state of implementation. It is cool to have it. You know, of course, we would like to see some kind of tractor beams to make this go a little bit quicker, or maybe a portable tractor beam, something where you could kind of aim it at one crate and it might pull 2 or 3 of the smaller crates closer to it, and you could kind of lift it up and carry it that way. Whereas, the heavier crates might require something more substantial, like a ship tractor beam or a powered armor suit like the Titan, to pick it up and place it within your ship. But it was fun to do. It was interesting. Now, whether this is going to be something that's simply a novelty now and then a pain in the ass later remains to be seen. But it was nice. It was a weird sense of, oh shit, this is a little bit of progress. This is a little bit of a little slice of the universe kind of coming to life. And so I was having fun with it. Regardless of outcome, it made it more interesting. It made the game more interesting. And it adds, I think, an interesting level of gameplay, because if you think about it, there's another place where you can do something like this, which is the Kovalex shipping hub that orbits around Daymar. Of course, that place has been wrecked, but there are very large cargo crates floating around within it. And I think it was during the summer that I did a video where I went out there with the Cutlass and I tried to kind of bump some of those larger cargo crates into the Cutlass in the hopes of, wow, if I can get these in, I can take them to Olisar, maybe sell them, and maybe make money that way. And that would kind of create a different area where you could kind of get this type of jump town gameplay, where you could possibly get a mini game going on where people are inside and trying to bump the cargo into a cargo ship while there are others outside protecting that operation. It could create an interesting point of conflict between different groups of players as they try to retrieve that cargo, and it could be on a bit of a respawn timer. Sort of the way in the old 2.0 patches, the way the bottles of whiskey would appear within Korea. And so the longer you could hold out in Korea, the more money you could get pulling in the bottles of whiskey. So I thought I think that those things could be pretty interesting to implement in game. And certainly, who knows, the return of the pirate caterpillars and their cargo drops could create some interesting gameplay, especially for the more legitimately minded players, where if they're hunting down these cargo ships and they blow them up, especially if they're pirate cargo ships, they can retrieve the cargo for some kind of a reward as well. So hopefully this is something that CIG iterates on further and uses this as, at least some kind of a building point moving forward. Because while the manual labor isn't something that I think I would look forward to over the long term, it certainly did, change the course of this gameplay session and make for some interesting and different fun, which is definitely something that I think Star Citizen needs, especially right now. So hopefully going forward, certainly over the next year, hopefully we'll see more on the roadmap soon, but what actually makes it into the game does offer a lot more moments like this. A lot more interesting, if not unplanned for moments, which, sometimes you log into a game and you got kind of a plan. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do that plan. But sometimes things just pop up and they're fun and they're interesting. And this was definitely one of those sessions. It was different. It was fun. And I have to say that, this was probably one of the most satisfying experiences I've had playing Star Citizen in a long time. Even though it seems like it's something very rudimentary and basic, it ended up being Scum's first pirate haul as a group. Certainly we've experimented with things like this before. We've retrieved a little bit of cargo from a downed ship in little missions as solo players. This was the first time we really had a full deck of cards here, and we actually went out and this just happened to be there. So we said, hey, why not? Let's do this thing. So we're going to get to the conclusion of this, and you're going to see, the big money that we made at the end. But I kind of want to diverge a little bit, just quickly, because it has to do with this channel. And it's something that I've hinted at a number of times recently, that it was something that was going to happen. I thought it was actually going to happen before the new year, before Christmas. But due to scheduling and endless series of, delays, it is only now just happening. So I am moving. This is now officially, going to happen. This is going to be the last episode before I move, and hopefully about a week from now, maybe just a little bit after that, maybe next Tuesday, Wednesday is when episodes will start up again, because between now and then, I have to officially close out this place, shut down the internet, all of that, and then drive about 4,000 plus kilometers. So it's going to be something of an epic journey. And hopefully at the end of that, everything will be settled and I'll be able to just plug in and start uploading again. But for those of you that are curious, how much grand cash did we make on this legendary first pirate haul? Here you go.
Okay.
My party has disbanded.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Okay, so
just see what the number is. Yeah.
at 0.01 AUC,
Yeah.
for 180 units, we have made 1 AUC.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.